Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and I purchased these 8 copper coins and copper tokens out of an auction for $120, and I thought that it was an interesting buy, and I figured that it would be fun for a slightly shorter video to take each of these out. It looks like I can't even see it in that one, but I was only able to see one side of the coins, so I'm not exactly sure what all the designs will be, but I felt like at $15 each it would be a good buy, and hopefully I'll be able to show you just why I thought that in a few moments. And if not, I guess the worst I can probably do, my guess would be sell out for like $10 a coin, but I would actually think that there's a fair amount of upside. So a little bit of auction buying strategy here. I always like to take risks, make the videos, document the process, but I'll take all these coins out of the bag and we'll go through each one and you can tell me how you think I did. Alright, so here is the first one, and it looks like there was some sort of a token here that says Ann Arbor, Michigan. I don't know exactly what that means. 400 R2. It's probably the R2 is a rarity. It says XF Dark. It probably should be a Civil War token or store card. But let's see exactly what we've got here. It says, yes, Ann Arbor, Michigan, druggists. And on this side, dry goods and groceries, business card or store card token for Stebbins and Wilson. And it's most likely that this was a Civil War token. There were tokens made at other points, so, could be wrong, but that's how I would view this one. And I think that, I think a floor value of like $20 could be more than that if it is from that Civil War era. If it's newer, it might be a little bit different. But let's take a look then at the next one, which says Liberty Street, Ann Arbor, Michigan. This probably does not seem as valuable, almost like there is no value. Maybe it would be a throw-in with that other Ann Arbor token, but I don't think it was the reason that I purchased this group. Again, simulation station, that's sort of funny. Okay, I'll move on. Hopefully, if that's the rest of these and I missaw what was in it, we're going to be in for some disappointment. But let's check this one out. So it says, I take the responsibility. It's got what looks like Andrew Jackson, who could be robbing a bank treasury or something. I know that he did some interesting things with the U.S. Bank, and it says, as I understand it, the Constitution, as I understand it, veto. I don't know what this symbolism of the donkey is, but Roman firmness. And this should be a hard times token that would have been produced around 1837. There was a economic panic then, and they also made a bunch of these, which used to be the size of a penny, so that they could fill in and use it for small change in commerce. And there should be one or two other of these in this hunt, so we'll see what the next one. I think that this one is more of like a classic, and there's not much important identification there. I don't think that I knew that this one was, okay, I must have known that it was going to be counter-stamped. And here it says, built 1827, burnt 1835, Merchants Exchange, Wall Street, New York. Ooh, that's really, really cool. A Wall Street hard times token. It says, and here, yeah, the millions for defense, not 1 cent for tribute is a classic. I've seen that many times on these coins, but the fact that it has this motif of the Merchants Exchange in Wall Street, New York, I think that that's a pretty cool coin, and given that I have some ties a little bit to finance in New York City, I think I'm probably going to hold on to that one. This next one, it seems like this person, whoever consigned this to the auction house could have had some ties to Ann Arbor, because we're getting another one, and this one actually looks like, just a better condition version of it. Business card, Stebbins and Wilson, dry goods and groceries, and I really hope that this one, in fact, is a it is a Civil War era one. This one says VF Porous, but it says this looks like 440D-3A, so that's probably some sort of a either internal classification, or hopefully it's like, well, what I'll do is after this, I'll look each of those tokens up and see if there's additional information. For the time being, it looks like we have another hard times token. This one's from 1841, so they did run, I think it was 1837 to 1841. Here, specie payments suspended May 10th, 1837, and so again, this is sort of filling in. It has a similar design to what you would have seen on the regular circulating US cents at the time. It looks like we've got 2 more coins here. Again, this is a 40B-26. It definitely could be. This one says Unk details cleaned by the consigner, worth about $55. And you can see the polish marks, so that definitely destroys a lot of the value, but it's still in nice shape. 1863 Dean & Co. House Furnishing Goods. It's probably from a large, ooh, and that's a really cool die crack right there. Basically, as the dies that would have been used to strike these, sometimes they would get damaged, drop away, and then the metal is going to flow and fill on that side. Maybe will be a little bit weaker over here, and that is the case. That rim does weaken a bit on the edge there, but similar motif to the Indian head scent. But that is going to be the last sort of small size token. It looks like we've got one more, and it's going to be a similar 1837. These are light. I wonder, I think that's how they always come, but I don't know if they were struck out of a different metal than the copper. That could make sense. 1837. Millions for defense, not 1 cent for tribute. So another one of these tokens that's not going to quite be as heavy. May 10th, 1837 over here. This is just the classic, not 1 cent for tribute. And that's going to conclude this hunt. I think that for 120 bucks, like, this is basically worthless, but I would feel comfortable assuming that these store cards are all from 1863. The rest of them should be able to make up for it and be worth at least 20, if not more than that, because this was an older collection that came in. So I would expect these to sell pretty strongly, and I will probably sell most of them, maybe hang on to the Wall Street and one other one, just so that I have a few hard times tokens examples and a store card maybe. And I know somebody in Ann Arbor, so maybe actually that would be a good gift for them. But I'll look forward to keeping you updated and unboxing any other buys that I make in the near future. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Treasure Town, and get in touch with me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Also, check out my website, treasuretowncoins.com, for news and updates related to the channel and collectibles in general. Lastly, there's a link tree in the description with links to all of my other sites, as well as some affiliate links that can support the channel. But with that being said, have a great day, and I'll hope to see you on some of my videos in the future.